Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I've been to Waitrose for a click and collect. First time I've done that Waitrose click and collect. I haven't had a delivery from them before, so I wasn't sure what to do with this one. I'm not sure if it is the same for all Waitrose stores, but it does give you instructions to enter your store, go to the information desk, make sure you've got ID in case you need to prove who you are. I mean, your order number should suffice. If you ordered it on your phone, then you should have that on the app anyway, or an email. And then you go to the information desk, they bring out your shopping, which we didn't realise how that worked. So I know from doing it in Tesco's, click and collect, they wheel you wait in like a little bay, they wheel your shopping out, you pack it there and then outside, but the person usually stays with you if you want them to, or they check everything's okay there and then. With the Waitrose one today, we waited at the information desk. I mean, there was like products and things on shelves around us, so we kind of felt like we were in the way all of the time. But at least it was undercover, like in the shop. So, you know, if it rained, we could pack our shopping undercover. We didn't bring the bags in with us because we weren't sure how it worked. So we popped it all in the trolley and then took the trolley out. The only issue was really that there was one lady on customer service. She was very nice, but she was flitting between lots of other people and things, not just like click and collect shopping, but dealing with any other issues, parcels, people taking their dry cleaning or picking it up or whatever. And you know, when you're there to collect your shopping and you've got to wait, not only do you have to wait to collect your shopping, which is fine, obviously we don't mind waiting to pick up the shopping in a queue, but then, you know, if there's anything that you need to query or anything else, you've also got to queue up again and wait, rather than just with Tesco's, you just literally have a space to do your shopping and your shopping only. So that's the only downside to it, I think, for me personally, at that particular store. Whether it's in the same in every store, I do not know. But otherwise, it seemed really good. Like the only issue that we did have was they gave us a very, very tiny cauliflower, and Simon just said to the lady, "Can we swap it for a bigger one? Because that's not enough to feed 4 people." And she said, "Yep, so fine." She went with Simon, which wasn't far away, to go and get a replacement, and he's got quite a big one. And the lady sort of laughed and said that the cauliflower that they gave us would be only just about big enough for her son to eat as a whole anyway. So yeah, so it went well. But I am going to show you, I did get some products on offer. I'm going to show you what they were first, and then as I do every week, then I will do the rest of my shopping and then show you what the meals that we're going to be having this week are. One more quick thing before I forget, because I probably forget at the end, because I've been forgetting in every single video. I am planning on doing my Q&A very soon, so if you do have any more questions for me, I don't want to like film it and then somebody asks me a question and I go, oh, I should have included that. So if you have any more questions, then can you please go over to my YouTube community posts. It's easy to find. If you go on my channel in YouTube and you've got like home or playlists or videos or what, you know, whatever, you scroll all the way along and you find posts or community, it used to be called. And then I can post things, or you can reply to posts there. So you'll find a post there that says 1,000 subscribers Q&A. If you want any questions, to leave any questions for me, then please leave them there. And I will be hopefully filming that this week. So yeah. Okay, starting with the offers. I bought 3 packs of these Finbro naked pork sausages. I didn't actually realise I'd bought these ones, to be perfectly honest with you. But they were on offer 3 for £12 instead of £4.75 a pack. I was just looking through all of the cheaper, because I was going to try and do like a bit of an essentials shop, but that didn't turn out too well in the end, because a lot of the sausages and things are not gluten-free, so it's a bit tricky to do that on a gluten-free diet. But these are gluten-free. They also don't contain any nitrates or anything, although it says, I have looked it up online, and apparently nitrates, although in large amounts they are bad for you, but overall they're not really bad for you. So, you know, it's not that big a deal if you have them or not too often. That's what my research has found anyway. But yeah, I've got these just because that's the ones I picked up that were gluten free. So these are 3 for £12, £4.75 otherwise each. Just one thing I forgot to pop in the picture. Got some fruit pastels. These were £1 instead of £1.75. We've got 4 tins of Waitrose Essential Baked Beans. They are normally 55p each, or they're 4 tins for £1.90. I picked up some Calippo colas for the girls mainly, but I quite like these as well. They're £2 instead of £3. We've got some Jazz apples this time, and they are £1.95 instead of £2.60. They've got like 20% off. So I've got some fruit that were on a 2 for £4 offer. So I've got some strawberries, 2 for £4. I did like a bit of a mix and match. So these are normally £3. And then I got some of these. Got some of these easy peelers as well, and they are normally £2.55, but they're on the 2 for £4 offer. That one just feels a bit squishy. And then I also got 2 punnets of grapes that are 2 for £4 as well. Their normal, there's not many in them, I don't think. Their normal price is £2.60. We've got some little sweet baby peppers. They are normally £2.20, but they're £1.76 at the moment. There's like 20% off a few of the fruit and veg items. So picked some of those up. Rebecca loves little baby peppers. Well, she likes any peppers, but these are nice to snack on. There's no seeds in them and stuff like that, so she can just eat one with a lunch or two. Yeah. So we've got some Saint Pierre crepes. These are normally £2.10. But they were £1.68 because they got 20% off. So I got 2 bottles of Robinson's squash here. We've got an apple and blackcurrant and a fruit and barley peach. The apple and blackcurrant is normally £2.10. And the peach is normally £2.30, but they're on a 2 for £3 offer. I've picked up a couple of cakes here. So we've got carrot cake. This is for Simon. Very tasty. Do you get walnuts on that? Oh, I wish I could eat that. That looks very delicious. And we also have a chocolate cake there. So we've got one for Simon, and this one will be for the girls. The girls have got some other bits and bobs as well. And they were, normally they're £3.75, but they were on an offer at £3. That is all my offers. I'm going to move on to everything else now. Other than the Calippos, I've only just got a couple of frozen items. So, got some essential Waitrose French fries. These are just kind of like a backup thing, but also Rebecca will probably have them with her Sunday dinners that she has. And then we've got an Asda very close to our Waitrose, and I thought we'd get some more ice lollies stocked up. I wasn't intending on buying these, but I went in there specifically for these. I love and miss having a cider lolly, so I can't wait to try one and see if they taste like how I remember. So I'm going to pop them straight in the freezer a minute. So other fruit and vegetables that I've bought other than the ones that are on offer. So we've got some bananas, very, very dinky little bananas. We have got an iceberg lettuce. I tried to stick as much as I could with Essentials products, just to try them all out. So I've got some tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes, 2 of those. I could have sworn I bought salad tomatoes, but apparently I did not. So we've got a red pepper. Bought 2 cucumbers this time. They're actually, I think they're bigger than the last time I ordered cucumbers from Waitrose, so that is good. We've got 2 heads of broccoli. I wish they'd stop putting everything in these blooming bags though. I've got a Swede this time. It's only me and Simon that like Swede, but I'm looking forward to having this with our roast dinner. I picked up 2 bags of carrots. I think we used all of the carrots this time. I was going to buy the wonky carrots, but they were not very good last time. So when I did my delivery before, I bought wonky carrots and also wonky potatoes. And I do not rate them at all, whether it's just that one-off, who knows, but they were not good quality. So I got 2 bags of Essentials carrots, not the wonky ones. This is the cauliflower that we switched. It's a nice big cauliflower, so that is very good. That will feed us all very well. And then, also not Essentials. They didn't actually have the cheaper potatoes, but I'm not going to buy the wonky potatoes because they were all a bit battered and bruised, and I couldn't use, they were not very nice inside. I couldn't use a lot of them last time. So I've gone with the Maris Piper potatoes. Okay, fridge items we've got. So I've tried to buy, again, I tried to buy the cheapest things within reason. So I've got some chicken breast slices there for like sandwiches. Got some Essentials mozzarella. I've got some Waitrose creme fraiche. Tried to buy the cheapest one again. They didn't seem to have like an Essentials one, but this is what I could get that was the cheapest. Then we are sticking with these Peppa Pig fromage fraise for Rebecca. Not because they're Peppa Pig, but just because she prefers fromage fraise. And then I had this last time and it was absolutely delicious. So I thought I'd buy some more coleslaw. Just the Essentials coleslaw. Oh, is that open? No. Thank goodness that's not open. And then some cheese. They've got very tasty cheese. Apparently, according to their app, it's award-winning. So it is, and I know it is good cheese. Compared to Aldi cheese, because we've had that recently-ish as well. So the Waitrose mild cheddar is more flavoursome than the Aldi mature cheddar, because I didn't rate their cheese very much, Aldi's, to be honest with you. It's not very flavoursome at all. Whereas the Waitrose one is quite creamy and lovely. So, we have got some large eggs, some free-range eggs. I don't think they did, oh, I've ripped it there. Don't think they did Essentials large ones, but that's what I've got. Then we have got 2 packs of Essentials free-range medium eggs. Oh, white. I don't care whether they're white or not, to be honest. I don't know if it makes any difference at all to the flavour. Anybody know? Does it make a difference to the taste? And then we have got 3 lots of Waitrose Essentials milk, semi-skimmed milk. Now, I did look at the milk because I remember the milk being more expensive in Waitrose than it was in Tesco's. So, I thought I would get all my shopping from Waitrose, but pick up the milk elsewhere. So I looked at the Waitrose price, £1.70, and then I thought, wow, that's quite expensive, isn't it? So I checked Tesco's, because I thought last time I checked Tesco's milk it was like £1.55. That is now £1.60, no, £1.65, sorry, in Tesco. So, and then we have got 2 of these. These were fairly expensive, so it's cost me about, I think it was £19 for 2 of these, which is fairly expensive, but it's the biggest pack they do, 1.2 kilo. And it's high welfare chicken if you look at the packet. So, yeah. I think it's good quality as well, Waitrose chicken. So, hopefully that will last us a bit. That's quite heavy, so. But normally I pay about £10.50-ish, maybe a little bit more now, for the Tesco's packs, which are like 1.5 kilos. So, bready, cakey type things we've got. We've got some Scotch pancakes. We've got some Essentials finger rolls there for hot dogs. Also, some of these Essentials double chocolate muffins. They only do the chocolate or the blueberry. They don't just do like normal muffins with chocolate chips or something in them, which is what I would normally buy from Tesco's. These also look a tiny bit smaller, but they're probably nicer. Got some Waitrose crumpets for Simon and Hannah and Rebecca, whoever wants them really. And I got some white floured baps. So these are just an extra really. So Rebecca's getting a bit fed up of like sandwiches. She's been getting fed up with them for a while. So I'm trying to think of alternatives. I know this is still bread, but it's different form of bread. So you never know. And it just makes a bit of a change if anybody wants a roll instead. And then we have, they didn't have the Essentials bread available, so I got the next sort of cheapest. This is the soft white toasty thick bread. So Rebecca prefers a slightly thicker slice anyway. What bumps up the cost of my shopping really is gluten-free products. So I got this free from sliced mixed seed loaf. I've had this before I think, and it was alright. But it bumps it up a lot because they're like £3. I don't know how much this was, £3 something. And these were also £3 something, but they were basically worked out the cheapest. So some tortillas for me, these were like £3.20. So just for these for me. So, you know, whereas I could pay 90 odd p and get a big pack of tortillas for everybody else. So, but luckily I have got everybody else's already. Last bits and bobs, we've got some Essentials Waitrose variety pack of crisps to try those, to see what they taste like. They, apart from the salt and vinegar ones, I can have cheese and onion and ready salted. They are gluten free. I bought some of these. Rebecca's not keen on like the Hoppers ones, like the cheaper brand that Tesco sell. So I thought I'd try Waitrose's own ones instead of mini rolls, just to see what they're like really in comparison. Like I said before, not Waitrose, gluten-free things is what bumps up the cost quite a lot of most of my shopping. But I thought everybody else has got cake, so I'd buy myself some of these carrot cake slices to try. I don't think I've had these ones before. I've had the bigger cake, so it'd be interesting to see if they are basically the same, just in slices. So we've got this sea salted popcorn. This is actually for Hannah. So Rebecca's got the fruit pastels that I bought. Then Simon's got some peanut. So I'm not sure what else. I wasn't sure what to get him really, because I know he's already got some chocolate and things in the cupboard. So these are for Simon. And then I picked some Waitrose jelly babies up for me to try, just to see what they are like. They feel quite hard. I picked up a jar of pesto. Like I said ages ago, I made my own pesto, which was super easy to make, but it doesn't work out cheaper to make your own. I think it's cheaper to buy it. So I've just bought a jar of pesto. And then the only passata that I could buy comes in a jar. This seems to be massive. It's the same, yeah, it's much bigger. So the one I normally get, like the cartons, are 500 grams or mil. And this is massive. This is 680. So this will do for a good, like a big spag bowl or something like that when I do one. And then I miss having these. We always call them cow biscuits when I was younger. So malted milk biscuits, Essentials ones. I can smell them right now. Unfortunately, I can't eat them, but yeah. Hopefully the girls will like to have some of these. We've still got the custard creams, the bourbons and the digestives in the cupboard that nobody's opened yet, but I thought I'd add another packet to the collection of biscuits that we've got. And we've got some Waitrose Essential Cream crackers. These are just a handy little thing when someone doesn't fancy a sandwich or wants a little snack, so they're quite a handy thing. Not that we have snacks, to be fair. We tend to not have snacks at all. We just have like bigger meals. So if you've seen my meals of the week, we have quite large dinners, but that's because we don't really tend to eat anything in between meals. So last thing I got was this box of cornflakes for Simon. Right, everybody, here we go with my meal plan. Started on Monday the 28th of July. So we're having a roast dinner. Hopefully we're having a roast dinner. The oven seems to be playing up at the moment, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to manage to do it. I might have to figure out, this will test my skills, won't it? How do I cook chicken in the air fryer? Because that might be my only option to make a roast dinner this week. We've got enchiladas on Tuesday. Hannah's not going to be around for dinner on Tuesday, so me, Simon and Rebecca are also all going to have that, because Hannah doesn't like enchiladas anyway. Wednesday we're going to just have a tea. I'm going to have crumpets. Well, Simon and Hannah are going to have crumpets. Me and Rebecca will probably have something like eggy bread or something. And then Thursday we're going to have some toad in the hole, obviously depending on the oven situation, because I don't think I can make toad in the hole in the air fryer. So we'll have to see how that goes, to be honest with you. If I can't do it, then I'll have to think of another, it might just be sausage and mash instead. Friday will be chicken pesto pasta. Then Saturday is hot dog and chips. And then Sunday we're going to just have some vegetable chili jacket potatoes. I've already got the vegetable chili that I made a couple of weeks ago in the freezer in a little portion. So me and Simon will just have that on our jacket potatoes. Well, that is all of my Waitrose Click and Collect grocery haul for this week and my meal plan. I do not know what we're going to do if the oven doesn't want to work. The hob is fine-ish. It's not a good oven. It's not a good oven. It's one that was already here when we moved in. There's knobs missing. I need to use pliers to turn the grill on and off and adjust it. Yeah, there's no temperature, so I don't know what temperature I'm cooking anything on. So it's just kind of been a case of winging it for the last 2 years, which I've been doing okay with so far. But now that I went to cook the girls' pizza last night, and it didn't want to turn, like, the flame, no matter how high I turned up the knob for the gas, it would not turn up. So I'm gonna have a little investigation this afternoon and try and see if there's anything blocking it and stuff like that. Obviously I don't want to mess about with gas because that is dangerous, but if we can try and solve it, that'd be great, because I need to cook a roast dinner tomorrow. Anyway, my total for this week was, just the Waitrose stuff came to £123.81, but total cost, with including those 2 boxes of ice lollies, which were fairly cheap, came to £126.64. So that is not bad going, actually. I don't know whether Waitrose is necessarily cheaper, but it might just be purely the fact that I don't usually shop there. It's not a difficult app to navigate, but because I don't usually shop there, maybe I'm not finding the things like that I would normally just go, oh yeah, we'll have one of them. So maybe it's the case of just not my usual place, so I'm tending not to pick up things I'd probably pick up otherwise. But I would say it's no more expensive than Tesco's. Especially if you stick to the essentials range, which seems to be pretty good, actually, quite good quality, in my opinion. So I'm fairly happy with shopping in there, and I would definitely shop there every now and again. Maybe not all the time, but then, you know, I don't mind trying a few different places sometimes. I have always been, like, super loyal to Tesco, but, you know, I'm trying a few different places now just to see what they're like, really. I have to think it's nice, really, to see what they do in different places, and for you all to see as well, because it might be interesting if you only shop in one place now and again, to see what it's like to shop somewhere else. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my Waitrose grocery haul. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're all very well. Don't forget to leave me a question, because I need to get that filmed. So I'd be very grateful if you had any more questions. I might, if I get loads of questions, I'll split it into 2 Q&As, because there'll just be too many otherwise. And I do waffle, as you know, because I'm waffling now again. So, but yes, let's end this video. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. You'll be watching this on Wednesday, so I hope you had a lovely weekend and a good start to your week. Thank you again, and I will see you again in my next video.